Hi, I'm Dave Derr from Empirical Labs, and I'm here at American Musical Supply. The Distressor, which was our first product, as I said, came about from the need of trying to find out why some of these classic old compressors had this sound. And that was actually quite easy. It was a certain technical, actual shape of the circuit that made the sound so easy to adjust and gave it this really natural dynamics. But after working at Eventide, I realized that there was a lot of tools that weren't available to the designers of the vintage gear that I had access to. And so I was able to apply some of these new parts, some of this new technology, digital controlled analog mostly, that really allowed the Distressor to open up and be extremely variable. Along with that, there was an evolution. The first Distressor, for instance, didn't have the opto mode, which is kind of the most famous opto is probably the LA2A still, which allowed us to basically get that kind of sound. And the original Distressor didn't have it. So after doing some measurements and looking inside of things, I found a way to simulate an opto response. And the same with stereo linking. The original Distressor did not have stereo linking, nor did it have this, what became known as a 4 buttons in mode on the 1176. So both of those were evolutional. They were added later on after we'd started selling some, and they required mods. So to this day, we still have two Distressors. One is the EL8, which we call the regular Distressor, and then we have the EL8X, which provides linking, Brit mod, and basically a different front panel. The main difference between the EL8 and the EL8X is probably linking. You can link, by default, the original Distressor does have a link on there, but it allows the image to shift. In other words, the left and right image to shift, which many people avoid like the plague. So the EL8X introduced a second form of linking, which locks the image. No left and right shift can happen. And so basically you end up with three kinds of linking with the EL8X. You have the regular non-linked, you have the image link, and then you have the original stereo link, which allows the left and right to change a little bit. So you have basically three options there. And then the EL8X also has the 4 buttons in mode, which some people find indispensable. You know, a lot of people don't ever use it, but it gives you a whole new color, a very aggressive, fast attack, fast release, steep ratio kind of a sound that is a lot of fun to play with. If you need true locked stereo operation, it's going to be the EL8X that you want, because again, on something like a drum bus where you don't want the cymbals moving from side to side, you need that image locked, and the image link comes on the EL8X only. Now, the other use that you might have is on buses. Some people put the master bus through a Distressor, gentle ratio, and again, you cannot have the left-right image shift. So the EL8X does allow you to lock that with a front panel toggle switch. So please check out both the regular EL8 and the EL8X version of our Distressor at AmericanMusical.com.